It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Nøgne, and it's a bottle of their Hystrix Blonde Ale coming in at 4.5% ABV. There's a look at the label. There's the bottle cap. The beer was sent by Nøgne. This is an independent beer review. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. What I mean by independent, first of all, good smoke on the bottle opening, is that this beer review was not sponsored, it was not paid for by Nøgne. They were just kind enough to send me a box of Norwegian craft beer. So on with the beer review. Look at that. It started to pour quite clear. Let me turn it around. And it had this wonderful, look at that, can you see the bottom? Lovely bit of sediment there going on in the bottom of the glass. So we got a light blonde coloured ale, hazy, with a 2-finger white head, good levels of carbonation, looks very nice. Let's get the aroma. Oh my goodness me, yeah, you most definitely, it's a lime infused ale. It's 15 IBUs, so it's not the hoppiest beer in the world, but then again, most blonde ales are not the hoppiest beers in the world. So very typical for the style then. What's not very typical for the style is the lime. And they've really shoved some lime into this beer. It's really punching out of the glass. But behind the lime, you're picking up a typical blonde ale. Just the nice little bit of sweetness coming through from the malt. There's a little bit of a hop profile coming through. But yeah, and then this lime. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Stone the Crows. That is a real palate cleaner if ever I've had a palate cleaning beer before. That just cut through everything else. I had a pizza about half an hour ago. A salame picante type Italian pepper pizza. And this has just gone like a ninja sword straight through and cut all of the other flavours away. It's left my palate feeling clean and with lots of lime flavour going on the back of the palate. Lovely stuff. Then again with the blonde aspect of the beer, it's so easy drinking, it's so refreshing. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. The lime, if I'm honest, is quite dominant. Lime is. If you've ever, God forbid, bought a bottle of Peroni and cut a piece of lime and shoved that in, it changes the beer completely. Lime is a very citrus. I mean, you have a look at chilies with a Scotch. Is it the Scotchville scale? I mean, if there was a vitamin C scale, lime would be right up there. Lime is a very powerful, prominent little fruit that will dominate the, I mean, if you squeeze the lime into anything, really, it's going to dominate flavour. You've all tried it. There's no point in me really backing on too much about it. It's quite dominant in this beer. Yes, it's drinkable. Yes, there's good carbonation. You fully understand it's a beer. You get a little bit of biscuit malt. Not really any hops on the back end, but as I mentioned, it's 15 IBUs. You're not really going to get that anyway. And then it's all lime. It's all lime. Not like lime cordial from a pub. It's not like opening a bottle of lime cordial and you that type of thing. It's still very much a beer, but a big fundamental lime infused beer if ever I've had one. Let's rate it. I think a lot of this will be in Norwegian. Local water, malted barley, malted wheat, hops, fresh pressed lime, fruit and yeast. 4.5% ABV. Hystrix Blonde, let's rate it. It's a real refresher. I'm lucky enough to be reviewing this beer on the 18th of May 2018. The sun has been out all day long and this is just a perfect after dinner refresher of a beer. Couldn't have chose a better time to review this beer. I think if I chose to review this beer in the middle of winter, it was a bit dark and dingy and horrible, and I'm drinking a beer with loads of lime in, I think it might annoy me a little bit. But it's launched in late spring, where we generally get good weather, and it's gone well with that weather. So I suppose it's very much a beer to enjoy in the sunshine. Don't open one of these bottles if it's a rainy day. It probably won't work. So that said, nice sunny day, nice lime infused beer. I like it enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.